we do, that's what our favorite thing is about these projects, building chandeliers out of orchids that are 60 feet long. People learn how to do that. It's just something that we love to do, and I think it shows in our work. And I'm a big believer in mixed styles. For those of you, Ed will talk to you later. Ed has this grandiose fabulousness to his work that I always admire. But I like to mix mine up a little bit. So you'll see a little difference in both of us today that I think is important. And everybody here you have your own voice. Hopefully you look at other people's work, you're inspired by it, you see beautiful things, but you don't necessarily have to copy it. Take it, make it your own. See something that you love by Preston Bailey, and then we all go, oh my God, I wish I could charge somebody that much money for a flower centerpiece. Take what you see and be inspired by it and make it your own. Make it something that reflects your brand and your company spirit. And that's what makes you stand on your own as an individual company. It makes you look like you know what you're doing, what your voice is, instead of somebody that copies other work. Because all of you know, brides bring us tear sheets now, right? The world is a Pinterest. And the bride comes in and goes, here's my wedding. I picked it all out on Pinterest. I want it to look like this. And I'm like, great, then I'm going to charge you a lot of money to do nothing because you just told me exactly what you want it to look like. So thanks for that. I'll make it easy. But it's about taking that work and being inspired by it as opposed to copying it. So that's a hard balance in our world because our brides are more educated. Pinterest and Facebook and Style Me Pretty and all of these things have changed the way our girls get information. And so now they come to you with everything done. They're like, here's my dress, and here's my centerpiece, and I like this, and here's the tablecloth that I like. It's all done, like all in a row. And you're like, well, you kind of taken the magic part of it out. What does this have to do with you? Tell me about you. What do you like? What's your experience? Where did you meet? If you go out on a perfect date, where would you go on a perfect date with your fiance? What's your ideal of a great night out? And all of a sudden you go, this really isn't you. It doesn't look like you at all. It's not your personality. And then everybody's going to go, no, everything that I saw looked all the same. I'm like, we know that everything you see looks the same, but what is your individual spirit and how to capture that? So try to keep that in focus when you work on big projects as well. Diversify. Those of you, I kind of got myself in a bad pinch about 3 years ago. I got a reputation for only doing projects of a certain size. You get known in your market for doing projects more than X. And then I had a lot of clients underneath that would be scared to call me. Okay, so they're like, you get a reputation. You get a reputation for being really good and expensive, as they like to say. And you can also get a reputation for being really bad. Well, I'd rather have a reputation for being really good and expensive, but at the same time, you don't want to chase away what I call your bread and butter in your market. The market that is right in your wheelhouse. You can do it every single time. It works perfect. They don't buy $800 flower arrangements, but they buy $250 flower arrangements. You don't want to chase it away. So diversify your market and be careful and cautious and market differently to different areas is what I do. So I don't run ads in my local market that look like these crazy over-the-top weddings with $2,000 centerpieces because nobody in my local market will hire me to do that. So we also do a lot of corporate work. And so in corporate work, I don't show corporate work to brides. Our portfolios are wildly different. So we don't show our work to clients because this is a beautiful project in an all black tent, but this has no relationship to my client. This is never going to go. This is a big project we do for 2,000 people, for Jewel Charity Ball, but I would never show this to a bride. So make sure that your work, when you show clients work, then you keep it very isolated. The client doesn't need to see everything to know you're good. They need to see what feels relatable, what is part of their experience, so that they can understand that experience. So they don't need to see this and they go, oh, you get everything so shiny. I don't like shiny. Well, I don't either, but this is a charity party for 2,000 people, different project. So you got to show people different things and show people that relate to their industry. We would never show stilt walkers cutting down champagne floats out of the ceiling to a bride. It was a lot of fun though. And we did actually do this for a wedding, but it was a lot of fun, but it's not something that relates. So So you should diversify your portfolio so that everybody